Hi friends, those were kind of three licks in the classic rock vein. It's kind of hard to parse music or pull it apart when we play solos. We combine arpeggios, scales, double stops, melodies, licks, so it's a little bit hard to pull out just something that you might call a lick. But I did my best there. The first one is like this. So what I'm doing, we will call this a double stop. I've got my first finger on the B and E string at the 5th fret. The rhythm is a little bit syncopated. Rock and roll is all about rhythm, so it's like this. So we've got 1 and 3 and. If you clap 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, which is a little bit weird at first. You'll notice that my right hand is just going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If you get into the strumming habit, that's the way it usually goes, and then you change just when you need to. I'm also doing a mute with just by laying the fingers of my left hand on the strings without pressing down. In rock and funk music, you do a lot of this chicken scratch type of thing. So it would be muted down, and then I press my first finger down with an upstroke. So that'd be the first audible tones. Down, up, muted, downstroke third beat. And now I push my first finger down again. Then up, down, up. So it's the and of 1 and the and of 4 that are upstrokes, and 3 is a downstroke. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. A little hard for me to say it and play it. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I've got, so you're aiming at just the top 2 strings, then you're going to lay your third finger on the 7th fret of the B and G strings, which makes a partial D chord. Next you're going to bar the 5th fret and hammer on to the 6th fret with your 2nd finger on the G string. This is a real common thing in rock and blues. It's sort of counterintuitive if you happen to know that your music theory, this is a minor third. By the way, this lick is in the key of A. A is on the 5th fret here of the E strings. Back to the top 2 strings. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then I do another up strum before the down strum on the G and B to the 5th fret barred down strum. So I kind of go out of my down up habit for this little bit. Down, down, hammer on, up. That last part, down, down, hammer on, up, stroke on the top 2 strings. Just take it real slow in the beginning and you'll get it. I'll do it a couple times. 2, 3, 4. just a real staple of classic rock. You could say rhythm and blues, etc. Okay, then we're just going to vary it a little bit. A rock or a rockabilly type of a double stop that I like. It took me a while to figure out what was going on. Why does it sound so cool? I think it sounds cool. You might know, okay, if you look at a D7 chord down here, and you bring it all the way up so that your second and third finger are on the 9th fret, and then first finger on the 8th fret, you get that upside down triangle shape of a 7th chord. But now we're in the key of A. Here's an open A note. If I play this one. So here's the lick. So you've got your third finger and little finger are the ones I use. If some people's little fingers are real weak, so you could try a second and third finger if your little finger's too weak, but little finger works for me. And you just stretch them up, sort of a up and down, kind of back to that partial D chord from the minor third to the major third. That's what I was trying to allude to a minute ago, and I didn't quite get there. It's odd because you've got a minor third hammering onto a major third. Here's the major third from an A major bar chord. Everybody knows this one. And there's the minor. So this happens so much in rock and blues, going from minor to major. I call it the slippery third. Okay, so that lick is, you can do different variations, but so you're just stretching these almost up to this 7th type of a thing, but it's just getting the flavor of it. It doesn't quite go there, and it has this wonderful dissonance from rockabilly, early rock. That's the second lick. The third lick is just another variation. This time you're going to use your third and second finger on the 9th and 8th fret. So the 9th fret with your third finger on the G string, 8th fret, second finger B string. I like to think of this as sort of a minor shape, like from a minor chord. Then you flop your first finger down on the 7th fret and back to your slippery third there. Hammer from the 5th fret to the 6th fret with your second finger. And so, you know, this is just the top part of a major chord, but you're hammering. So this lick would be something like, and you could do the same rhythm here. Or you can slide into it. Okay, I'll put the background track on again, and this time a little bit slower, and play through it a couple times so you can hear it. I was at 120 beats per minute. I'll slow it down to 100. Try it. Bop, bop, ba, ba, da, 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 me. You. Bop, bop, ba, ba, da, ba, da, da. Try it. Something like that. Here's the third one. Put them all together, you can, a little bit of a rockabilly solo. Okay, took a few liberties there at the end. Anyway, you get the idea. Have fun with it. Play around. I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.